Hello and welcome everyone. Today we are here at Pluang's office in Gurugram, the Millennium City of India. I am Jatin Gupta, your moderator for today's session. Redis and AWS presents Real-Time Realities Customer Chronicles in association with ETCIO. We are delighted to have Aditya, the CTO of Pluang, with us to discuss his journey, the innovations driving Pluang, and how Redis is enabling real-time scalable trading experience. Today we'll discuss Pluang's technological strides, the engineering principle driving its success, and how Redis enhances Pluang's platform performance and scalability. So let's go and meet him. Hi Aditya.
Hi, Jatin.
It's pleasure to have you here. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you for giving us the opportunity.
Perfect. Aditya, my first question is, can you give us an overview of Pluang's journey and its mission?
Yeah, so Pluang is a multi-asset wealth tech platform. It's based out of Indonesia right now. Our users are regular people like you and me who have just started to make money in their careers and want to save it and create wealth for their families. So our mission primarily is to transform money management for our users by giving them simple to use investments, savings, lendings, as well as payments product in the future. Right now, we offer assets like gold, mutual fund, US equities, and crypto. Recently, we have launched crypto futures and US equity options as well, and they are having really good traction.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Aditya, it's good to know. You are in the crypto space and it's buzzing right now. So, and I see your platform is a continuous evolving one. So, as a CTO of a company, how do you manage and inculcate a behavior of continuous learning and innovation in your engineering team?
Yeah, so I believe that these values of innovation and continuous learning are really important for everyone and any company in particular. And for that, what we try to do is basically we try to focus on building trust between team members. We try to create autonomy and we try to give opportunity to people who show progress. See, we work with engineers and they are really smart and they thrive when they feel a sense of ownership, right? They feel that they can explore new ideas and challenge assumptions. So through all our processes, all our communication channels, all we try to do is empower them and they do the rest.
Beautiful. Aditya, considering you have so many financial instruments which are part of your platform, I believe you would see a lot of surge in the user activity. It's a spiky kind of a workload. So how do you manage this sudden surge in the user activity on your platform?
Yeah, so see, when we started with gold as our first product, and from the very beginning, we had tried to lay the foundations of a multi-asset platform. And by that, I mean, from the start, we have had microservices architecture, we have had auto scaling, we have added event-driven architecture wherever it is necessary observability, all of those have been there. And as we have progressed, basically, we had tried to be more robust and resilient.
So Aditya, it's great to know how you are managing the challenges related to the spiky workload of your traffic. Let's get into your office and take this discussion forward.
Yeah, sure, please.
So Aditya, it's great to know how you are managing the larger platform. I want to know more about what are the future plans for Pluang in terms of geographical expansion and adding new features.
Yeah, so we have US equities and crypto listed right now on our platform, and every day new stocks and new crypto tokens keep coming into the market. Our objective is to list them on our platforms as soon as possible, possibly faster than our competition. Then we are an Indonesian business, but we still don't have Indonesia equities listed on our Pluang platform. So one of the biggest projects for us this year is to list Indonesian equities on Pluang, so that way people will be able to genuinely build a diversified portfolio across crypto, US, and local stock market. And yeah, I mean, next year, possibly the biggest objective for us will be to expand into Southeast Asia, leveraging whatever technology we have built.
Okay, great. Good to know. How has been your experience with Redis so far?
So I started my career using Redis as the caching engine. I think it was super easy to use, super easy to deploy, and scaling was also pretty easy. There is a ton of knowledge base available on internet if you get stuck in any problem statement. So when we started, the tech stack for Pluang Redis has been there since the start. And initially we were using Elasticache for our production deployments, but we decided to move to Redis Enterprise, and I think working with you guys has been pretty straightforward. And yeah, I'm really happy. I'm looking forward to the relationship.
Great to know that your experience has been great with the Redis Enterprise. I have to ask you one question on a lighter note. Do you invest in cryptocurrencies?
I don't invest. I trade. I trade crypto futures.
Wow.
I try to do long and short strategies on crypto. I think even if crypto goes up, I want to make money, but even if it goes down, I want to make money. So I try to do some long and short strategies.
Great. Good to know that, Aditya. Thank you, Aditya, for this fascinating conversation and sharing light about the technological innovations at Pluang.
Yeah, thank
It's
you.
a pleasure to connect with you today.
Thank you.
Next, we have Ankit, the VP of Engineering, the man behind the engineering brilliance of Pluang platform. So let's go and meet him. Joining us now is Ankit, the VP of Engineering at Pluang. Ankit has been instrumental in designing and scaling Pluang's robust financial platform. Today, with Ankit, we'll deep dive into the Pluang's architecture, the challenges faced in building a real-time and scalable platform, and how Redis has been a game changer in their architecture. Ankit, welcome on the show.
Thanks, Evan.
Great. Ankit, my first question to you is, Pluang offers a diverse range of investment products. Walk us through your journey in building a secure, performant, and reliable platform to support these product offerings.
So we started as a gold investment company almost 6 years ago, right? And life was much simpler back then, right? Being a savings product, the traffic was not too high, right? All we need to take care of about was the reliability of the platform. You take the people's orders, make an entry in the ledger for the gold, and all set. As we evolved as a company, we launched more trading products like crypto and US equities in Indonesia, right? With this came a multitude of challenges which we need to solve for, right? One of them being the scalability. Now, these trading products are market dependent, so the traffic is very dynamic, right? It can be very spiky at times, right? Along with that, we were also dealing with a lot of fast moving data, right? Because we had almost more than 1,000 assets on our platform for which we are streaming their price feeds and trading charts in real time, right? So that involved building a robust data architecture, right, which can support a low latency pricing system, right? We very early in our journey, we built a very robust data platform which helps us to deal with this fast moving data and also helps us to create a lot of use cases which are coming like 2 years later into the picture, right? So that is something also we have done from the start, and we heavily leverage Kafka there to stitch the whole platform together. So that's how the journey has been, and that's how we solved for some of these challenges.
Great, Ankit. Good to know your views. And I see you use a lot of managed services as part of your platform. Tell me one thing, Ankit. For a real-time platform like Pluang, ultra low latency is a key, and that has a direct impact on the user experience. So, can you share some light on the different use cases and features which are powered by Redis?
Yeah, I think talking about the importance of low latency, right? For example, I've talked about pricing system, right? So we now, at this point, we stream prices for almost 3,000 different assets in real time, right? And all this has to happen at millisecond latency, right? Because if a price tick is coming 5 seconds behind, it's of no use.
I agree.
Right. So the approach we have taken for that is we rely heavily on Redis there because of the low latency capabilities which Redis provide, and not just using Redis as a caching system, right? We do use Redis as a cache for our price feed, but we also leverage some of the data structures which Redis provide. Like for one use case, I'll take an example is, so we show these trading charts, right? Candlestick charts on our platform, and they also need to be served at low latency and high scale. Because sudden traffic doesn't mean that the chart can go away. A lot of people make their trades based on the charts.
Indeed.
So that involves, what do we leverage is Redis lists, right?
Okay.
A very simple data structure, but Redis provides it out of the box. And our trading charts are served from Redis lists.
Okay.
And Redis being highly available and horizontally scalable helped us to very scale in a very nimble way for the future roadmap we had. Like we increased from 1,000 assets to 3,000 assets now, and we didn't have to change the architecture. Another use case is when we launch our crypto trading platform, right? When we build our own exchange.
Yeah.
So one very important system there is advanced order management system. So user place like these stop order trades or stop limit order trades, right? Which needs to be executed when the price reaches a certain level.
Okay.
Right. So that system needs to be super reliable. It needs to be super fast, right? Any latency could mean a lot of slippage for the users, right? In their order execution.
Yeah.
So there we leverage Redis sorted sets, which has been a great value add for us, because out of the box Redis provides this data structure, and that has allowed us to build this advanced order management system to provide a very low latency order trigger system.
Okay. Ankit, coming to Redis and AWS partnership, I understand Pluang operates on AWS infrastructure. How has the partnership between Redis and AWS benefit Pluang's platform?
Yeah, I think first talking about AWS, right? So our infrastructure is based on AWS from the start, right?
Okay.
So experience has been really good. You get a multitude of services. A lot of your problems are solved on the ecosystem itself, right? You get very high reliability monitoring mechanisms. So that has been pretty good with AWS.
Okay.
And when Redis comes into picture, I think the integration is very seamless, right? You do a simple VPC pairing and you can leverage the Redis enterprise infrastructure and capabilities, right? And then you have the trust on AWS for the reliability. So both hand in hand together, I think, makes things very easy for us, and I think everybody else who's doing this with AWS and Redis.
Great, good to know that, Ankit. And how has been the experience with Redis so far?
I think it has been pretty good, and I think when I'm saying this, I'm echoing the opinion from the team as well, right? The kind of support which we have got, starting from the onboarding, doing the POC with the Redis team, and then actually integrating it on our platform, right? It has been good. Capability point of view, it has made our lives a lot easier. The very high reliability which Redis Enterprise provides, the advantages of Redis proxy, these kind of things have actually helped us to build more reliable and resilient application and platform. So yeah, I think the experience has been pretty good.
Great, good to know that, Ankit. My final question, Ankit, looking ahead, being the engineering thought leader for Pluang there, what trends do you see in the future of in-memory database, and how do you see Pluang leveraging these features going forward?
Yeah, great question, Jatin. Yeah, something have been on top of my mind. So I think one area which is getting so much traction and could be a game changer in the future is AI, right? Already there has been a lot of adoption, but I feel that in next 2 years, the use cases and ability to integrate will be much higher, right? As the cost of integration starts reducing from LLM and Gen AI side, I think numerous use cases will come into picture. So that's where I think even in-memory databases like Redis, right, will have to provide those capabilities of, like for example, the vector DB which Redis is providing has already been a step in that direction. But it should be provide a lot more flexibility in terms of integrating with the existing workflows, and then also onboarding the new AI and especially like agentic AI kind of workflows, because a lot of these workflow systems which are orchestrated by a lot of multiple set of tools will move to this agentic AI kind of setup, right? Another thing would be that there's a lot of talk, and even we have been looking into this, that how we can improve the efficiency of the team by incorporating AI, right? So if we actually want to rely on these Gen AI models to write code for us or build systems for us, then I think these platforms and even like in-memory database platforms will have to make it really easy and to actually tune them and to set up them, right? Because there is always some level of probability of error if you are using a AI platform, right? So not having a human intervention in between, someone who's monitoring and tuning it from time to time, I think these platforms which will provide that level of comfort that it can be tuned and set up by a system or an AI will be a game changer. Pluang will also be, we are also investing our time and trying to figure out a few use cases. I already talked about a couple of them. We are looking at a few other use cases. So probably that's one area where we will be leveraging like Redis, Vector DB more, and future capabilities related to AI use cases.
Thank you, Ankit, for sharing these valuable insights today.
Thanks.
It's been an incredible last few hours talking to you, understanding your views about the in-memory database, the Redis, and how the collaboration with AWS has been helping the Pluang platform. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jatin.